Hi, Tyler. A big development in the world of direct listing, specifically the SEC approving a New York Stock Exchange request to allow companies to raise primary capital while doing direct listings, and also having that primary capital not be underwritten by a set of banks. This is noteworthy because we've seen a slew of prominent direct listings, namely Spotify, Slack, Asana, Palantir, that have gone public this way over the last few years. None of them have been able to actually issue shares and raise capital as a result of doing so. This rule change will allow companies to pursue this method of going public, which is seen as a much more efficient mechanism for price discovery, while also raising cash that they can then use to fund investment in their business. Quickly after this was announced, Bill Gurley, who's been a big champion of direct listings, tweeting that this is a wonderful 2020 Christmas present to the founders, employees, and investors at VC-backed startups because the SEC approved the ability for them to add primary capital to a direct listing. Now, this rule did receive some complaint from the Council of Institutional Investors. They petitioned against this rule change, saying that it does not offer investors the same kind of legal protections that they have in traditional IPOs. So definitely a development to keep watching in 2020, as we've seen a huge group of IPOs in the pipeline that could now choose this method if they want to raise primary capital by going public, as well as using this method for price discovery while not using an underwriter to do so.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.
Hey guys, Vinny from Stock Facts. As you just saw in that video, the SEC is going to be allowing companies to go public via a direct listing. And I just wanted to make a video talking about, well, what is a direct listing versus an IPO? Is it better? Is it worse? Well, as you see here, an IPO, an initial public offering, is in which new shares are created, underwritten, and sold to the public. Now, in a direct listing, there are no new shares created, and only existing outstanding shares are sold with no underwriters involved. Now, those underwriters are the banks, and those existing outstanding shares in the direct listing are the shares that are held by the people that work for the company. Now, why would a company do this? Why would they do this instead of going public via an IPO? In a direct listing process, companies that want to do a public listing may not have the resources to pay underwriters, may not want to dilute existing shares by creating new ones, or may want to avoid the future lockup agreements. Now, there is a negative when companies do go public via a direct listing. There is no support or guarantee for the share sale, no promotions, no safe long-term investors, no possibility of options like greenshoe, and no defense by large shareholders against any volatility in the share price during and after the share listing. Now, these are all things that happen when you go public via an IPO and you worked with the underwriters, the banks. Basically, they promote your shares for sale to institutional investors. That doesn't happen with a direct listing. So, but you know, there are companies in the past, like right here, Spotify went public on April 3rd, 2018 using a direct listing, making it one of the more prominent and successful companies to do so. Recently, a stock that's been in the news and all over YouTube, been extremely popular, Palantir. I just wanted to touch on this really fast and just go over some of the facts here. And I hope you guys are having a good night. Give me a like and a subscribe. I truly, truly would appreciate it. I know I got some work to do with this YouTube channel, but I'm trying to make it work. I'll see you guys in the next video.